Hey everybody, it's Jack and Dan.
Today we got a little problem we're trying to fix in here. Ayastigi is eating her raft, isn't she, buddy?
Yes, she is.
And we need to fix that up, and we're also going to talk about her a little bit here in a minute too. As she has grown, we've always referred to her as a boy, and Ayastigi isn't really a gender-related name, but it means warrior, and so we call her Warrior and saw her as a boy. And she was kind of a bully to the other turtles, kind of a tough guy. So we just, said, hey, Ayastigi, Warrior, she's a boy. She's very nice to all the fish in her tank. Doesn't ever fight with them.
We used to have another one called Oma.
Yeah, and
Water.
She always beat him up.
Yeah.
Probably because he was a boy. So anyway,
they always fought. Yeah.
Here's how you tell. So for most turtles, for the most part, you can see on her little nails here, they're kind of short and sharp like that. Well, a boy's would be much longer, 2 to 3 times longer, in fact. Big, huge things, almost like fingers sticking out, and they use them to fight and for mating rituals and things like that. So anyway, these are little girl nails, which is odd because, of course, for men, or for human beings, men have short nails, women usually have long. Well, turtles are the opposite. So she has these tiny little sharp nails, very nice. Now, the other thing is if you take a look at her tail, she's a little bit wet here, but if you take a look at her tail, obviously they have to pass the eggs through here, so they have a shorter, fatter tail than a male. A male's tail would be, she's very upset, I'm holding her upside down. A male's tail would be longer and thinner, wouldn't be thick and fat like this. She's pretty dried out. We've had her out because we've been working on the tank, so she's been over here. This is where sometimes we give her a little break when we're working on her tank. This is the old utility sink over in one of our other kitchens here, and UV light, and she kind of hangs out there in the wintertime and stuff. Now in the summer, we'll just kind of put her outside and she'll roam around the yard, when we're doing on the tank and stuff like that. But anyway, she is a girl, and we will be referring to her as a girl from now on. But we, basically I knew that she was turning into a girl. I had to kind of break the news to Jack and tell him, hey, your turtle that you raised from a baby that you thought was a boy is a girl.
I don't really care.
Yeah, now he's old enough to where he doesn't care. We have, of course, Lacey's a girl. Many of our pets, many of our fish are girls. And look at her looking at me. She's so funny. She's like, what are you talking to me? My nose scared her. So anyway, she is a little girl. We will continue to refer to her as a girl from now on. And we just wanted to make sure everybody knew. We did get a couple of comments about that, and we just wanted to address it. It's something that we knew was going on as she grew older. We just kind of didn't ever really do an official gender reveal. So there she is, Ayastigi. Say hello and tell everyone hi. However, here's what's going on. She started eating her raft. Now, she's actually not really eating it. Probably what's happened is it's pretty old now and it's growing some mold and some other things, and so she's like, hey, this is kind of tasty. She's biting away at it, realizes it's basically styrofoam, and then spits it out. And we noticed all these pieces of styrofoam floating around.
Because that's not that taste is not natural. Probably.
Yeah, first I thought it was just little pieces of lava rock because it's the same color. So we said, hey, we got to get those out of there. I noticed part of the raft was missing. We're going to pull that raft out of there. We're going
can't just have that in
let it fill with water so the plecos can clean it. We don't have to take it all apart. And then we're going to fill it back up with air and get her a new raft. All right, so the first thing we did is we just, bring that water down for our water change. That's going to make it easier to work on stuff. Of course, I got my old gripper here. Jack loves my old gripper. Had this in some other videos before. Kind of
It's like a Wally hand.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh.
Old stainless steel baby. Got this from Jack's great-grandfather, like a lot of other awesome things. I'm going to reach up in here, grab that bridge, pull it out of there, and then we're going to take the air out of there so they can clean it. This is going to probably take a little bit, but I'm going to get it eventually. Oops. If I can bring it down, I grab it with my hand. Ugh.
That pleco doesn't even care.
There, I wedged it down. I'm going to try to grab it with my hand. Move the chair over. He's still sitting on it, huh? He's like, I'm not giving it away. He loves cleaning it. It's one of the reasons why we never have to take it out is because the plecos always clean it and stuff,
Yeah.
But since she's eating away at it, we got to get it. So I'm going to try to get it out of here.
Oh, there you go.
Where'd the pleco go?
Oh, he's off.
All right, here we go. Now, look at this.
Sheesh.
I think we just probably need to replace it once in a while, as you can see. So we're gonna get her a new one. In the meantime, I'm gonna fill this with water so the plecos can clean it. This is just a simple little siphon. We use this for some smaller tanks and stuff like that. One of the main things we use it for, though, is getting the air out of here. So as you can see, we had to raise the air, the water up a little bit. So now that pocket is underwater. Now the pressure from this water will push the air out of there if it has somewhere to go. We're gonna give it somewhere to go. I'll show you how to do that, okay? Now you're gonna stick this tube up inside of this Aqua-Cave. See where it's at? Now I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna suck out on this. And by sucking out on this, I'm gonna take the pressure out of there and the water is gonna pull it out of there. And after you suck on it, some water is gonna come, so after you suck on it, you just throw it in here. And again, that pressure will push it right out. Stay focused on the inside of the cave so you can see what happens, okay? Okay, so as you can see that once I got the water out of the tube and that cave was open to atmospheric pressure, you see what's happening is the air or the water from the tank, I'm going to put this way up in the corner so it gets it all out of there. The water from the tank is just pushing that air out of Ayastigi's Aqua-Cave. And now that it's going to have water in it, what we're going to do is the plecos will go right up in there and they will clean it out crystal clear. And then we'll just turn the air pump back on and fill it back up with water after they've done that. In the meantime, since it's winter time, instead of being outside, she's just going to hang out over there for a couple hours while this whole process happens, and she'll be happy as pie. So just kind of watch it and you'll see it just kind of keeps going and it'll just completely fill with water. See that? Sometimes you got to give a little help if water gets in there. And that's why I'm just sucking on it a little bit. Oh, who's that biting me? one of the big parrotfish came, took a bite of my finger. Good thing they don't have teeth.
Ooh.
Their bites feel like a kind of like a little kiss. They just got big fluffy lips, but they try to grab the hairs off my hand and arms. All right, there it goes. It's pretty much all the way up. We're gonna try to let it go all the way up. They kind of just shock me when they bite me, but it doesn't hurt at all. Like I said, they're kind of like big pillowy, soft kisses. Almost done, almost out all the way. I'm gonna try to get as much of it out as we can. And the plecos will actually go all the way to the top and get all that algae from the lights and everything. So we don't ever really have to take this apart to clean it, which is cool. A lot of people are like, oh, that must be a pain to take apart. You don't really have to take it apart. Just take the air out, plecos go in there and clean it. It's really cool. Almost done. There you go. So you pull this out, and as you can see there, it's all water now. Just a little air bubble at the top. But that pleco will go in there and eat all that algae and everything out of there, and I don't even have to clean it. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
All right, guys, so we just have the under gravel lights on. What we did is we turned everything off and we walked away. And as you can see, just like we said, this guy went right up to the top. Even though there's a little bit of air left in there, he was able to go up to the top and clean all of that algae off.
That algae.
You see, when the light comes down, oh, here's a little one over here too, cleaning up some of the glass. So when we leave the lights on for Ayastigi and everybody, the light shines through the top of the Aqua-Cave and lights it up. That's why we made the top glass. But then algae grows. It's not really easy to clean. A lot of people have hit us up in the comments and said, hey, you have to take it apart all the time and clean it. No. Put that tube up in there, let the air come out through the pressure, fills with water. These guys go in there and gladly take that algae up. If you kind of can come down a little bit, you can see there was a huge patch of algae growing on the top. He just annihilated it all, just a couple minutes. Sorry about the glare, it is the middle of the day. Usually we do all of our photography of our tanks in the evening, but it was a Sunday afternoon, we were working on this, so we wanted to show you how he went up in there, and he's probably not gonna stay there much longer because he ate all the algae. He's gonna find somewhere else to go. But anyway, just a little tip on how things are going. We're gonna have a whole bunch of videos coming up, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell
for notifications.
Yeah.
We'll put our next video.
Because we're going to be showing you how we trim this bamboo and what we do with it. We're also going to be talking. We haven't really spent a lot of time talking about the actual fish and turtles and ropefish and plecos and all the things that are in this tank and what's going on with them. We're going to be talking about those and showing those because a lot of these guys are getting big and growing and having babies and all kind of things going on. The other thing is we're going to be doing a feed video. We haven't done one of those in a while. People really seem to like those. And we're going to be, probably having some music to that. If Mickey is able to play his Chinese bamboo flute along with that too, that'll be really special because people really like that when we did that for our beta tank.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen any of these previous videos, check our playlist. We have so many videos of our unique and different designs, how we built this, why we built it. We have different versions of it, and those will be in the description. Check them out. It's really cool, and it'll answer a lot of questions that you may have. Of course, you can put questions in the comments, and we'll answer those as well. We will see you next time, guys. Have a fantastic day. Hey, guys, quick bonus video. Took Jack back to his mother's because they had plans here in the evening before next week. You can see they're all watching me because I'm filming. We stopped by and got Ayastigi one of these new turtle docks. This is the turtle dock that we use. We don't use the suction cups. We just put it on a thing. This is the medium. She is pretty big. And this is, pretty much what it looks like here. Just this turtle dock thing, which just floats in there in her little cave, and she can, hang out up there, dry out and sleep and all that. But the thing that I wanted to show you is we normally go to our LFS a lot of times, but went to PetSmart because it was kind of on the way to his mom's, and we were doing a bunch of stuff and didn't have a ton of time. And I said, let's just stop in here, see if they have one. And you can see here, $29.99 was the price of this, which, in my opinion, is a little bit much. I could see maybe 20 bucks or something. I just thought for 30 bucks, a little bit much for a piece of styrofoam. Now, it is a good design, and it's neat, and it has the weights and everything. But anyway, I mentioned to the young lady at the register, I said, it seems a little steep. It wasn't very busy. She whipped out her phone, she scanned it, and apparently they have this thing where they do like a price match thing. You can see right here, she found one online for $12.99. $12.99. So took 17 bucks off. That's amazing. So paid $13, actually with tax, 14 bucks, as opposed to 30, less than half price off, even with tax. Unbelievable. I'm very, very impressed. So I did not know that they do this kind of thing. She did say that it's not necessarily something that they talk about a lot, but for people who know, and apparently just because I said something and she thought Jack was nice and was talking to him, she said, hey, I'm going to show you how to do this. So if you ever go there for anything at all, I would probably ask and say, hey, can you do a price check? Or maybe there's an app that they have on their website. I'm not sure. She took her phone out and did it for me, which I thought was super cool. So anyway, just want to let you guys know, very, very, very awesome deal. Got Ayastigi this awesome new big raft, not 30 bucks, 14.03 out the door. Very, very nice. She's going to love this, and hopefully it will last her a long time before she starts eating it again like the last one. And there's the new raft. The bubbles fill the cave up with air. Air went down. Just put that in basically with my hand, let it go, and it floated right up there. And she'll be hanging out and sleeping in there tonight, but now she wants to eat. We are going to be, like I said, doing a feed video and everything soon, just so you can see all these guys eating and everything. And that'll be coming real soon. See you next time.